Hello, beautiful beings, and I am here, MAKANA, as your guide to share with you what is your current trajectory for the path you're on. And this is a pick a card. So I'm going to first have 3 cards, and then I'm going to have 3 different decks that correspond. One's an oracle deck, and 2 are tarot decks. So the first card is this. This is the card of death. And this goes with the Chrysocolla heart. So this is for pile number 1. And it's not about literal death, as more of a shift in energy, a closing of a door, opening a new door, and starting something anew, the end of something, like a very clear need for change is the interpretation of that card. Okay, and the next card we have here is Aphrodite. And you can see here her energy is just like rising, and it's very sensual, very passionate. And the card for this is the Fire Opal. And this is from Australia, from the, it's called like the Lightning Ridge Peak. So that seemed appropriate for that card. And I have a third one. This just popped out. So this is the card of Deprivation, and the crystal that goes with this is this sweet little tortuga, and I believe this is, I actually thought it was rose quartz, but it looks more earthy. But anyway, this is what he looks like, our little tortuga friend. Take it slow with the card of Deprivation, which is a card that is about needing some time for self-care and living in a little bit of a mindset of lack. So again, pile number 1, death. Pile number 2, Aphrodite. Don't fear the reaper. Aphrodite, feel the love. And the Deprivation, my turtle, will take it slow. Okay, pile number 1. If you're ready, the death cards are going to be the Oracle deck. And this is the Ask Your Guides, Sonia Choquette's Oracle deck, who's a famous psychic from France. Okay, and the first card here we have here is Epiphany. So learning to embrace what is coming your way, and like being in that sense of awe, being with renewal. So noticing when something speaks to you and like you suddenly get a moment of intuition, a flash of insight, that usually comes at a time of rest, at a time of taking it easy, taking care of yourself, and being with your heart. So in the silence, letting the answers come to you. So Epiphany card is very positive. It's sort of like taking your higher self's path and saying yes to it instead of saying no or I'll do that later, like we so often do. Okay, and then so the next card we have, New Beginnings. Again, this is all positive. This is Spirit itself is pointing the door. The universe itself is opening the door to something brighter, to a new horizon. So this is all very, very positive. And for pile 1 again, we have intuition. And look, another door. So it's very clear this is just like a no-nonsense kind of like, you know what you have to do. It's been coming to you, but you needed to give yourself full permission to say, yes, I'm ready to embrace change. The unreadiness is because we have a fear of uncertainty. Uncertainty is like a primary human need if you look at Maslow's pyramid. So making sure your other needs are really well met so you can handle being without that need for certainty. Like do lots of self-care at this time, meditate, reach for the goals that like sustain you and nourish you. Like do the things that make you feel really good. Like if cooking a good meal makes you feel like, hey, I can do something, like baking cookies, doing something that reminds you that you're competent, you're capable, you have a skill. Maybe it's something like taking a walk to clear your head, do that, schedule it in the first thing in your day, and nourish that sense of, I'm reaching for, I'm ready to embrace, I'm okay with change. Okay, so I hope that gives you the answer you seek. The next pile number 2, Aphrodite, and our fire opal. Flash. So you have been wondering what is ahead for you. So let's ask, what's ahead for us? Pile number 1. What is coming on this path? What are we gonna face? What obstacles might we meet? Okay, so we have Ace of Wands. So this is a card of action. So either you have taken action, or you've been meditating and like manifesting action, something new, some new project. Specifically has to do typically with work. Here the action looks very cosmic, and it has the sun, so it's like what fires you up, what inspires you, and what's part of your higher path. What sign you might be can really be influenced by this. So look at what your astrological chart says about sun sign and your skill set. Okay, we have here also the Queen of Pentacles, and she's looking very fine. Queen of Pentacles. So this is a very grounded queen. She's very earthy. She's very like ready to carry life. You can see her womb area is very accentuated, and also her breasts are very free. So she's just like, titties out, I'm ready to face the world, and I'm doing it in a cosmic way. I have a beautiful pentacle, but she's also resting on what looks like a cup, and underneath there's a word, it's hard to read backwards, but it says balance. So the word of balance. Sorry, I was just checking on my chameleon who's scaling a TP right now. It's really cute. Maybe I'll bring her over at the end of the reading if she's still there. So balance being, balance that fiery energy. Don't burn the candle both ways. Take time to rest. And then we have here the card of strength. So you may need to control your impulses, your instincts. Here you see a lion that looks rather tame. It looks rather gentle. That looks like just basking in this beautiful valley. So this is a lion that's been satiated. Sorry, that was a weird mouth sound. This is a lion that is like fed and rested and had playtime. So just take care of your needs, so that when you're putting yourself out there in the world and you're wanting to bring your project, and you have all this wild, vibrant energy, it can be very seductive to other people, and people may either like try to like fawn over you, like placate your ego, or they may make advances that are inappropriate, or they may ask things of you like, oh, this person has a lot to give, so I need something. So whatever it is, just be really clear about your boundaries, about what you're up to, and take care of your own needs. That way you're not looking outside to meet those needs. You're not needing to look outside of yourself, and that will help balance your energies. Okay, so